Tunnel! I'm heading over to Hailing Island. I took a half day today, so I have got the morning off. Had coffee with my girlfriend. Now I'm going to Hailing Island for a coffee. I always struggle to think of where to ride, because I ride to very limited places. I normally ride to the Iron Bull. The Iron Bull's my spot. But it's not very far. It's 15-minute ride, so it's not. By the time I get there, I'm okay, I'm ready to keep riding now. So I wanted to go a bit further today, so I thought, fuck it, let's go to the coast. I'm gonna try and go to a place called Hailing Island Beach Cafe. So that should be fun. I don't know if it's going to be open. I'm hoping it's going to be open. I've never seen it open, but it looks like a bike spot, and if that's not open, we'll find another cafe. I mean, I'm not going to be very good on fuel if I keep doing that. I just noticed I've been quiet this whole time. I forgot I was recording. I don't mind the ride so much down to Hailing Island. See, I come from the Farnborough side, so it's not the most exciting thing, but it's okay. We go through these these back road typey things, go through Farnham, kind of low pace stuff, and then I hit the not the motorway. I think it's the A3, and then from the A3 we go with the A3 all the way down, and then we hit some sort of motorway when we turn left. And yeah, it should be fun. Well, I don't think fun's the right word, but it should be a good ride. It's quite windy, as you can probably tell on the camera. It's not really windy, it's more gusty than anything, which is a little bit more annoying, but can't complain. I'm on 2 wheels. 2 wheels makes good noise. Could be working right now, so. Alright, let's have some fun. Righto, we're in second gear. Come on, second. That misshift was quite dodgy, because especially with high RPMs, that was really not a good feeling. It's only Harleys I ever seem to have this misshift issue with. It's so annoying. It's almost like the gearbox just can't deal with it. I don't know what it can't deal with. There's not much to deal with. Tunnel! Right, we're approaching Hailing Island. We're approaching. You can see on the map there the water. The water. I haven't been to the... Oh no, I went to the coast like a month ago. Yeah. I drove down to Bournemouth and then had dinner in Bournemouth with my girlfriend. Yeah, the first sunset I came to do, I took pictures over there first. Oh, look at that. It's not very beautiful, but hey. Because the weather's a bit crap. But it's still something. That smell, I love that smell. What's crazy is the fact that there is only one road onto the island, which is this road. I mean, it makes sense, but it's still crazy. It must be so annoying to live here in summer. Like, I bet it's beautiful, like an absolute treat, but with all the tourism and the traffic during the summer, that must be so annoying. We're almost there. I never normally let someone else ride my bike, because I just feel like when you borrow someone else's bike or they borrow your bike, I feel like that's when stuff's gonna go wrong. Just because but I let a couple people ride my bike a couple weekends ago, and it's pretty cool, like seeing your bike from a third person. The one day one of my friends, he has a new KTM 790. Well, it's not new, but new to him, KTM 790. And he said he wanted me to ride it, so I was like, okay. I always get a bit nervous riding other people's bikes, but I thought, fuck it, you know, I test ride bikes all the time, and I feel like I'm a confident enough rider where I can take it easy in a very safe way with someone else's baby, you know. So I rode that. The 790 Duke was so good. I think I'll insert a little clip in here actually, because I recorded a bit of that. Holy shit. But anyway, you've seen that now. That was fun. And then I think the next day I went on like a bit of an oh god, that's tight. I went on a bit of an unexpected ride with some other guys on Harleys, and I rode his Softail Standard. He had the Memphis Shades type fairing on the front and forward controls, and I rode that. That was lovely. The difference that skinnier back tire makes is quite a lot. It's because it's got a 150 I think on the back. It's so weird. It was so like playful. It was lovely, and those bars, those 10-inch 8-hangers, oh, that was lovely. And then I was riding behind him, so I saw the bike, and then I know it's kind of weird, but it is so cool seeing your own bike and hearing it from a third person, because the way you hear your bike is different to how it sounds to everyone else most of the time. So both times I got to hear its things. I'll insert a clip here of when the first guy rode it. He did like a flyby. Well, not really like a flyby, but he rode past, and you can kind of hear it. It's, oh man, it sounded so good. But anyway, I'm obsessed with the way this bike sounds. That's one of the biggest things I'm gonna miss when I get rid of this bike, is just how nice it sounds. The GS is not gonna sound as fun, but I think I might get one of those like aftermarket, like Ramus, I think it's called, pipes, because they're not too loud, but they just add a bit more throatiness to it, which is, I mean, to be fair, it's already quite a throaty bike, but that's gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to making videos about that, because I don't think that many people can really afford like a 1250 or even the 1300. I think it's just a bit too much money. And I could like afford it if I, you know, because it wouldn't be that much more per month than this bike, and the insurance would probably be about the same. I could afford it, but I just don't want to spend that much money every month on a bike. And also, because I go through PCP, it just doesn't feel the same. Like every time else I had a bike, it was through HP, so I was paying equity into the bike, and I owned a chunk. I owned a good chunk, and it was my bike. The PCP thing is like, I know even after the 3 years, I still got to give the thing back, or I got to pay this huge balloon payment, which, if you finance that balloon payment, it would be more than the PCP. So it's just like, I don't like the idea of it. It's been nice to have this bike, don't get me wrong, but it hasn't felt like mine, and I think maybe that's one of the biggest reasons I'm pretty happy to give it back, is just because it hasn't felt like my bike anyway. So it'll be nice when I do get the GS. That'll be basically paid off. The old GS, I mean. I think it'll be interesting because I think it's more affordable for most people. The insurance should be quite cheap because it's quite an old bike, and the value of it's quite low. I think I'm gonna get about £4,000 or £5,000 on probably my budget. Seems to be some good 2008s around about that. I'm gonna try, instead of getting the regular GS, I am gonna try and get the Adventure as well, because I don't see myself doing a whole lot of off-road, and if I do off-road, it'll probably be just gravel roads or like light rocks. So I don't think it'll be anything too difficult. So I think the GSA, I've done off-roading in the past, so I kind of know what a bike's like off-road. I wouldn't say I'm like amazing at it. I'm not very good, especially even compared to your regular green laner. I'm probably not as good, but I think I'll learn. And the nice thing with a bit of an older bike is if I drop it, or if it's or if I get into a bit of trouble, it's not like the end of the world. It's not like a new bike, you're like, oh my god, this 20 grand bike I've now scratched. Oh, I went the wrong way. I don't know why I went that way. I mean, how much time do I have left? I could just head back to the Iron Bull and get a coffee at the Iron Bull, but that's like an hour. That's like an hour and a half away. No, I can't even go to the Iron Bull to get a coffee because I don't have enough time. Let's have a look on the old maps. There's a cafe over there. I just had coffee and a bagel at a place called Ollie's Coffee. Really nice. Coffee was piping hot, and the bagel was really nice. I had like a sesame seed with the sesame seed bagel. It was lovely. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh my god. If I won the lottery, I wouldn't be buying these new fancy cars. That's what I'd get. Look at that. That is fucking cool. That is so cool. I'll probably stop recording when that gets past. Get headed on the A3 back towards Guildford. I'll probably stop recording because it's a bit boring. But yeah, that was a nice day. Actually, I'll probably end the video here. I mean, there's we saw the same things on the way here than we're going to see on the way back, except it's going to be a little bit darker and just not as nice. I'm probably not going to talk much because I'm going to be a bit more tired than I was earlier. But if you're still at this point of the video, I appreciate you watching. It's a bit of a, you know, just a bit of a random one. I'm hoping to do some test rides soon, but I can't really guarantee that's going to happen. I'll probably take another month or so until I start doing test rides again, just to warm up, because this weekend's going to be pretty miserable. But yeah, anyway, thanks, appreciate your time, and I'll catch you next time.